So this is the, I'm going to finish this. I promise today I'll finish it. Actually, I don't want to go on too long because there's still quite a bit. But I'm going to just do two more verses. Tathoktam Sri Vishwanatha Chakravarti Mahashaya Danakeli Komudi Tikaya. So in the commentary to Danakeli Komudi, written by Vishwanath Chakravarti. Danakeli Kalo Lupta Dharma Maryadayor Bhaje Radha Madhavayoho Kama Loba Dambha Madanritam. So that's a verse in Arya meter. This is actually from the Mangalacharan to that commentary. It's not an extreme, it's more really, more like notes. But anyway, the point here is he's saying that in the Danakeli, I pay my obeisances to this Radharani and Krishna's Kama Loba Damba Madandritam. I bow down, I pay my obeisances, I worship the desire, the greed, the arrogance, the intoxication, and even the lies of Radha and Madhava. And how is that? What are Radha and Krishna like? Here the adjective describing Radha and Madhava. Lupta dharmam adyo. They have completely lost their awe and reverence for the rules. They're so absorbed in their love games that they've entered a different frame of consciousness, a different frame of awareness. Because love is dominant, the rules have become unimportant. I was referring to a verse earlier by Rupa Goswami, and also by Prabodhananda Saraswati, where they say that that the opposite feelings, Radharani, they've given up they've lost any sense of right or wrong, because there's no need for right or wrong. Everything is love. So if Radha and Krishna joke and tease, there's no possibility of deliberate giving of pain or of being hurt. Just like Augustine said, love and then do as you will. If your consciousness and if your being have been transformed by the culture of love and by knowledge, by awareness, by recognition of the divine presence, through the process of cultivating awareness of the divine presence, you become aware of the divine presence. And through the culture of love of that divine presence, you become capable, you become loving to that divine presence in whatever form it appears to you. Getting from one to the other. That's what it's about. So the last one, I just want to do the last one, which is Prabodhananda Saraswati. So Prabodhananda Saraswati is really the preacher of this dogma. Paravairagya. Parabhakti, paravairagya. Same thing. Prema. Same thing. So this is from Vrindavana Mahimamritam. Kuru shakalama dharmam. Muncha sarvam cha dharmam. Tyaja gurumapi. Vrindaranyasanurodhat. Satava paramadharma. Sacha bhaktir gurunam. Sakala kalusha rashi yadhi vasantaraya. So Vrindavana Dham, Vrindavana Mahimamrita is all about encouraging you to see the glories of Vrindavan. And often it seems as though Prabodhananda Saraswati takes great pleasure in affronting our dharmic sensibilities. See, this is why there's the touchy spot there. You have someone writing Hari Bhakti Vilasa and paying his obeisances to Prabodhananda Saraswati, and then compiling a list of rules upon 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 rules. And here, this is Prabodhananda Saraswati's considered opinion. He says, if you do all irreligious activities, do it. If you have to give up all dharmas, give them up. If you have to reject your guru, reject him. But if you do all those things, if you do those things because you have come to Vrindavan, to stay and live in Vrindavan, to give your life to Vrindavan Dham, to surrender. Vrindavan is a place where you come really to say, there is nothing else. There is nothing else. Some people, they get the message and they take it out of Vrindavan. But Vrindavan is a place where you come to get that message. There is nothing else. There is no other dharma. Satava paramadharma. Living in Vrindavan itself is the paramadharma. How could you come to Vrindavan and not engage in bhakti? But even if you're weak and incapable of doing anything else, still, even if you come here, this is why it's really false. Srila Prabhupada, I lament for the old Vrindavan. I really do. Just like I lament for Krishna East. Just like I lament for the rarity. But here in Vrindavan, it's not a rarity anymore. People come here by the lakhs. And we're building this, from Bangalore. This Madhu Pandit Maharaj is building a skyscraper temple. He's pulling all the stops, as they say. Now build that big temple. We're going to get not just lakhs, we're going to get crores of people trampling over Vrindavan And as they trample, what will happen? What will happen to those people? Well, you could say they'll ruin Vrindavan. And that all of this is going on, it's ruining the Dham. Or you could say that the real message is that these people will be benefited. And that although not everybody will get the full message, the full message is there for only a few rare souls. But everybody will get a little bit of something. By the power of the Dham. That's what Prabodhananda Saraswati is saying here. Okay, you come here and do something, build yourself a... Come here and start a wine shop. So much crime going on. Liquor smuggling. It's a big business. Sin, prostitution in the Dham. Sometimes they call Vrindavan Dharma Nagari in the Hindi newspapers. As to substitute, instead of having to say Vrindavan, they call it Dharma Nagari. And I say, no, you're making a bit of a mistake. There are other Dharma Nagaris. Vrindavan is something different. It's not about Dharma. Eobhajya age koho ar. Satava parama dharma sacha bhaktir guruna. Living in Vrindavan is bhakti to your gurus. Gurus plural. All your gurus. I've been talking about this. This is something that's very important, what I'm trying to share with you. A lot of people don't understand Guru Tattva. Guru Tattva is liberating, not constricting. For a child, the parents may make some rules. But ultimately, the parent wants the child to be free. And nowhere is that more true than in spiritual life, which is about becoming free in love. So the bhakti to all the gurus, what Prabodhananda Saraswati is saying, he's saying Vrindavan is the end of the line. Just like Rupa Goswami said, this is Upadeshamritam. This is the Parama Upadesha. Iti Upadesha Sara. Live in Vrindavan in the association. Of course, Rupa Goswami doesn't speak in exactly the same way as Prabodhananda. Prabodhananda is saying that there is Vastu Shakti in Vrindavan Dham. Vastu Shakti. Vastu Shakti means it's not dependent on hype. Of course, we hype Vrindavan, and this is hyping Vrindavan also. This is publicizing Vrindavan. The glory is glorifying Vrindavan. Mahimamritam. Vrindavan Mahimamritam. This is the glory of Vrindavan. But this is the glory of Vrindavan. Not that everybody comes here and becomes a good boy or girl. Whatever goodness whatever goodness is there is a byproduct of Prema. If you have Prema, then goodness follows, just like in the verse by Bilbamangala, by which he concludes his Karnamrita. One of the last verses there in Karnamrita. Bhaktis tvayi stiratara bhagavanya distat daivena nakhfarati divya kishora murti mukti swayam mukulitanjali sevate smat kamartha Dharmartha kama gataya samaya pratiksha. And if you got bhakti, then dharma, artha, kama, moksha, they're all waiting for a chance to come and render service to you. Everything follows from bhakti. Everything follows from prema. They follow in your character, in your willpower. They follow in your intelligence, in your understanding. They follow in the purification of your thought processes. That your mind, instead of running off to material things and to fears of material dangers and to envy and disgust, they go to faith and to beauty and to effort and to perception of the transcendent beauty that is hidden just under the surface of Vrindavan Dham. If you can't get it, if it's here in Vrindavan, you think you can, people say, don't come to Vrindavan, you'll just commit offenses. Quite true. But if you go somewhere else, it's not the same. So, Shakala Kalushurashir Yadhi Vasantarayah. So it says that living in the Dham is actually the obstacle to sin. It's the obstacle to all sins. It destroys all sins, including the tendency to sin. So it might not be immediately visible. This is the trouble. We want results right away. So, just read the commentary here. Kuru shakalam iti atra bhagavataha prakasha visheshe Sri Vrindavane rati samanya kritoyam tayor viparyayah vanam mamede harupakam ityuktatvat. Evang vidhani vachanani Sri Vrindavana Shatake Shata Shaksanti Kiyanti Lekhaniyani. So this is just, he says that there are many other verses of the same kind in the okay. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope the point has been made. You need to understand yamas and niyamas. You have to understand ahimsa, brahmacharya, all those things. But it's the will, the purified will, that is where the transformation takes place. Although surrender appears to be a passive activity, there is also surrender of the will. And surrender of the will means I desire. And when you desire something, then you do what is necessary to attain that desire. And what you do in order to attain that desire is you follow the path that has been shown by the acharyas. Mahajano yena gatak sapanta. The path that has been followed by the great souls, that is the one that you should take. So, our path is to follow Raghunath Das Goswami, and so we'll scurry back to the next verse in the next one of these lectures. Jai Sri Radha.